What's up, YouTube? AJ Simmons here checking in. And I want to talk about what to do when your accounts are underbid. I was asked this during my last live video, and I want to make sure that I answer the question. And also, I want to make sure that I give y'all 2 videos today because I know that I missed yesterday. And I want to make sure that I get at least 1 video up every single day to close out this year. So being that I missed yesterday, we're going to get 2 today. So I'm going to answer this question on this video. And then I'm going to get off and come right back on to answer another question and make sure I get 2 videos up. So what should you do? Shout out Mr. Nerd 78. So what should you do if you have accounts that are underbid? That's shout out Definitive One. They say everybody eats. You already know it. Matter of fact, speaking of that, before I get into it, I got my old channel back yesterday. That was weird, and it kind of threw me off. They gave me my old channel back. My old channel is, I guess they took some subscribers from me, but it's at like 8,300 subscribers. So I'm trying to figure out, should I just keep going with this channel? Do I go back to that channel? Should I try to juggle both? Like, how do I do it? So y'all give me some advice on that too. But anyway, to answer the question, what should you do when you have underbid accounts? And this kind of is directed to franchisees more than independent people because usually if you're independent, you bid in your own accounts and they shouldn't be underbid. However, if you are independent, you definitely can make that mistake as well. So Torrance Neal said both. That's probably what I end up doing just because I want to see, just because I got to experiment. You figure it out as you go. So that's probably what I'm going to do. They said post here and share them there. You know what? That makes sense too, just to see. But I'm going to definitely do like 1 intro video there to see if anybody over there is different than anybody over here. I think it's really all the same people for the most part. But anyway, here we go. So what should you do when you have accounts on the bid? Well, the first thing to do is to understand if you know how to bid or not. Because if you don't know how to bid, then you don't know if it's on the bid or not. Like, you might be expecting a little too much. It's cleaning, okay? So you're not going to get rich off of 1 account. Me and Makia talk about that a lot in the mastermind group, and I talked about that with other people in the mastermind group. Miss Nicole we talk about that a lot with her in the mastermind group. She said in the last video, someone mentioned they owed more than they were making. That kind of scared me. Gotcha. Okay, so let's go over the business first. Okay, so if you feel like the accounts are underbid, the first thing you need to do is figure out why you think that, okay? Because if you're cleaning them all yourself, all of the accounts you're cleaning them yourself, then this is what you need to understand. It's janitorial work. How much do janitors get paid? Minimum wage. You know what I mean? $10 to minimum wage, right? Okay, so if you're cleaning them all yourself, you're probably making at least at a bare minimum $12 an hour. I'm about to give y'all some mastermind stuff real quick, and I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do that. The reason why I'm not gonna do that is because I don't want to infringe on the franchisees' information. But I'll do the best. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, even if you clean all the accounts yourself, you making way more than what an average janitor would make, okay? So that's the first thing, right? That's the first thing. So then the second thing is, what you should do in order to figure out if the accounts are underbid or not is figure out how much does it cost you in employee overhead. Then you need to add up your chemicals, your equipment, all of that cost, right? Which shouldn't be much. I think chemicals probably cost you maybe 1% of your monthly gross. So it's not a lot for the cleaning industry. That's the good thing about the cleaning. And so what you need to figure out is after you pay people, after you pay for overhead, anything overhead, all of that, how much are you making per hour, right? And then if you're making a profit at all, if you're making like $2, $3 an hour profit, then you're probably doing okay. Just straight profit, everything paid for. $3 an hour when you say you in there for 4 hours per night, 5 days a week. So you're getting $3 each hour. 3 times 4, that's $12 that day. Times 5 days, that's 12 times 5. So you're getting $60 per week times 4 weeks in a month. So you're getting all of that passive. Okay, so if you may able to make money passive in that account, and it's a good enough amount for you, I can't tell you how much is acceptable for you. But if it's a good enough amount for you, then that account is bid okay. Okay. So that's what you need to understand. So for me, this is what I can tell y'all this. So my strategy is this. If I still owe on those accounts and I can make at least 10% off of that account, I'm good. So if it's $1,000 a month account and I can make $100 off of it and it's not even paid for, that's good. It's not underbid. Anything less than that, then I might not take it. Now, if it's paid for, and I want to make at least 20%, okay. So if it's paid for, 20%. If it's not paid for, 10%. Because sales and marketing fee are very expensive. That's the most important fee, period. Sales and marketing fee, aka finder's fee, okay. But once that's paid off, you need to at least be making 20%. So if you're not making 20% on a paid for account, it probably is underbid. I'm giving y'all stuff. I'm giving you stuff now, all right? I'm giving you stuff. I shouldn't be telling y'all this. All right, so now if it's less than 10% on a not paid for account, don't take it. Okay? So if it's less than 10% with after sales and marketing fee, all of that, and it's less than 10%, you might not want to take it. Now, if you're brand new and you're gonna work it yourself, then you probably can take it because you're gonna work it for that time being anyway before it's paid off. So I'm not gonna go too far. I want to infringe on my mastermind people, but that's how you can figure that out. Okay. Now, once you figure out if it really is underbid or not, once you get that part out of the way, then what you need to do is sell the account to somebody else in the franchise. So when they send y'all out those mass emails to all the franchises at one time, all locations might not do this, but if they do, and you got everybody's email them all individually and ask them, are they interested in buying this account from you? And that's how you can get out of that. Now, if you're not allowed to sell accounts, because a lot of master franchisors are cracking down on selling accounts, I feel like I'm partly at fault to that because I gave that information out. I made it a cool thing to do. Now everybody's doing it. Master franchise owners don't like it, and so they put a stop to that. But if you're still in the area where they allow you to sell accounts, sell that account, okay? Now, if you can sell that account, sell it. If you can't sell the account, turn the keys in, okay? And the reason why I know you like, well, I don't want to turn the keys in and get nothing for the account. But the truth of the matter is, if it's underbid, you're getting nothing for it already anyway. Turn it in and let it be somebody else's headache, all right? Now, if all of your accounts are underbid, and remember, make sure you go through the process I just told you to figure out if it's underbid or not first before you just assume that it's underbid. But if it really is underbid, sell your whole franchise. And you can either sell it on Craigslist at the best place because you can get the most value for it, 2, 3, 4 times the monthly gross of what you're making right now is how much you want to get for it. 2 times the monthly gross is the absolute minimum that you want to accept when you sell your franchise on Craigslist. But if you can't sell it on Craigslist, approach a master franchise owner and ask them to make an offer to them and say, hey, I want to sell you back my franchise for X amount. And then you negotiate from there. That's how you get out of it, okay? Now, if you just absolutely positively just can't take it anymore, you want to stop today, turn in all your keys, let them figure it out. I never, ever recommend nobody doing that, but hey, that's worst case scenario, that's what you do. All right, now Ms. Nurse said, she said in the last live video, someone mentioned that they owed more than they were making. That kind of scared me. So usually, I've never seen in a case where somebody owed more than what they were making and the franchise didn't work with them. I've never seen it. However, I'm not saying that it couldn't happen. So usually when you owe more than what you're actually making, they will withhold your debt payments until they can get you up to where you're making a profit, and then they'll take the debt payments out. The recurring payment for whatever debt that you're making payments on. They'll wait until you're making some money, and then they'll take it out. So I wouldn't be too afraid of that. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you got a good relationship with them. Make sure that you're taking care of the accounts that you already have, and just communicate with them. You know what I mean? Tell them, hey, don't take that out yet because I need to make this and this and that. You know what I mean? Or if you're paying people, I got to pay so and so, but please don't take that out to the next check. Or, you know what I mean? Just communicate. That's all. So, but other than that, there's nothing to it. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, you won't owe more than what you're making. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm going to give y'all that because I'm rolling on 10 minutes and I got to come back over here and give y'all another video. The next video is going to be from, I think it was Black Wall Street Academy. I think their name is on Instagram. They asked me a question about I forgot. But I'm going to check the message and I'm going to get right back up here and I'm going to answer the question. So thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, like, and share, and comment. I'm going to get back up in a minute and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you.